Hello and welcome to Sega News Bits. I'm Barry, with me is George.
Sega.
And do you guys remember how Sega's games would start up and you'd get a little chime? It would show you the Sega logo. You know, it's probably the most recognizable thing from the company because especially during the Genesis era, we had Sega, as George sang, and you'd have things like the Jurassic Park dinosaur saying Sega. But since then, since the third-party era, around 2004, 2005, there was this logo. It was like a swoosh, and you'd have a deep voice going, Sega. And maybe we'll see it as a video here as we talk. Most games featured this, though there were exceptions. I know Alien Isolation had its own custom logo. Yakuza 0 just straight up showed the Sega logo. It didn't do anything fancy. Puyo Puyo Tetris, I believe the characters would say the name, like they'd sing Sega. But by and large, you would see this. You'd see it on Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations, I think, has it. Yakuza 4, Yakuza 5.
I think some of the Yakuza games had these weird Japanese writing.
Yeah.
Sega.
That's true, yes. But anyway, this is something we've really gotten used to, and apparently it's going away. And so what's it being replaced with? Well, according to Sam Mullen, who is the senior localization producer for Sega products at Atlas USA, which is kind of funny because, it's Sega, but Sega owns Atlas, but whatever. He said that the swoosh and the low voice is no more, and the new intro is going to be this eyeball, this blue eye with black lashes and the Sega logo going across it. So the story behind this is there was a video that appeared online. It was, people were calling it the Amazing Sega video. They were calling it, I call it branding movie because that's the straight translation of the YouTube video. And it shows Nagoshi, and he's Googling eyeballs on his computer. He's looking at motion tracking eyeballs. And he's getting real deep into it. He's looking at pictures of people and animals. He's driving around Japan, looking at people interacting with Sega products. I thought it was kind of funny that there was a kid playing Sonic 4 Episode 1 and they show the minecart.
Yeah, this is the new Sega that you want to know about, right?
A little side diversion here. Why the hell are you showing that? I'm not a big hater of Sonic 4. I don't love the game, but 2017, I would not be showing it. I don't know why the hell they're showing that of all games. Anyway, they should have showed the kid playing All-Stars Racing Transformed on the iPad. That's a much better game. Anyway.
Or Sonic Mania.
That would be a nice little... he could have been playing a Switch and you'd see that and they'd give us a little tease. Anyway, long story short, you see Nagoshi, he is sitting through board meetings, and then they get to it, and it's the eyeball, and it's this little thing. I guess here's my reaction to it. I'll play it right now while I'm watching it. Oh, look at that. So
that's it.
That's about it. It's an eyeball just kind of opening, and the Sega logo is going across it. And so I think the idea behind this is that he was probably talking about how Sega has all these amazing products, it does all these amazing things, and the human eye is the thing that really we all share that connects us to Sega because we all see it. And what do you think about it? I mean, that's my guess.
I think what somebody told me online is that basically that when your eye sees something that it's attracted to or likes, the pupil gets big and gets small. So when the Sega logo flashes across the eyes, the eye gets big.
Oh, it dilates.
Yeah, it dilates. So it's trying to show you that Sega has that power in the human body, I guess. That even if you write negative articles on IGN, you still love Sega. Don't lie to yourself.
I wonder if they actually ran tests with people and they'd show different products, and when they show Sega, something happens to the eye. That would be kind of cool. I was going to be a little negative on it just because I feel like you could apply that to anything. You could be oh, Disney. You watch Disney. Oh, Capcom. Well, maybe not Capcom. Nintendo, the eyeball is not something that Sega owns.
If you show people old Capcom, I'm sure those eyeballs would be flaring up.
They would come out of the head.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, what is this? What's this greatness right here?
Just pop out. But yeah, and so Sam Mullen said that this is what we're going to be seeing. And so my guess is Valkyria Revolution might be the first game to have it.
And so, what do you like better? The old one, not the old one, but like the one they used to use in the mid 2000s, or this new one?
I got used to the swoosh with the Deep Voice Sega. I never liked that one though. I thought it was a little too. I thought the
bland?
design. Yeah, I thought it was a little bland. I thought the design was a little dated. Even at the time, it was just like lots of swooshes, and I think there were like these little squares or something that appeared. It didn't appeal to me. More often than not, I would get excited when they do the Sega, that sort of thing. For some modern games, they did it, and so I'm interested to see this new one. I mean, I've seen it, but in context, and I think it works. It's not my favorite, but I think it works.
Do you think they should probably make custom? I mean, do you like the custom idea where every single game has its own custom intro, or do you like the whole company branded the same wide intro?
I think it's smarter to do company branded because, I work in design. I've always been interested in the branding of Sega. I've actually bugged some staff asking for their design documents, but they never told me. But for example, the Japanese Sega is a different color blue from the Western Sega. It's a little brighter. There's all these little variations. Like I mentioned, I couldn't pinpoint every game with the swoosh and the Deep Voice Sega. I used to think it was a Western thing, but apparently it appears in front of some Japanese games, like Phantasy Star Online 2 has it. So, I think it's good that they're finally doing something that every game is going to have. But that doesn't mean that once you get into the game, they can't use the Sega logo interestingly. Like, I believe Bayonetta put it on like a tombstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're also using it. They did a tweet the other day. They're using it they're showing off VR for arcades. Mm-hmm. Do you think this works for our VR? Do you think Sega is invested in VR?
Yeah, I mean, it's an eyeball, and VR definitely requires those things. So I think it works there. Yeah, I would be interested though if this is used on something like Sonic Mania, because that's a digital title. It's largely Western based. If we see it on Sonic Mania, that's when we know it's going to be used everywhere, I think. Yeah, and so I guess my question to the viewers is, what do you think about the eyeball? What was your favorite Sega intro? Did you like that swoosh? Tell us in 3 words or less.
Or 3 words or less. And if you guys hit that little bell on the subscribe, I heard you guys become super fans.
Yeah.
So, what do you get for that? Nothing. You don't get anything.
Someone gets a hug.